This video provides a discussion of how we deal with changes in taxes. This is a nice short video, so depending on your attitude toward this material, it has a chance to be your favorite. Let's start by recalling the basic tax formula. Tax equals rate times base. Mathematically, by increasing the rate, taxes should go up, or by increasing the base, taxes should go up. This video deals with why that isn't always the case. We continue our trip down memory lane by reconsidering the Pheasant Lane Mall. Right on the New Hampshire-Massachusetts border and built to take advantage of sales tax-free New Hampshire. The little town on the Massachusetts side is known as Tyngsboro. So Tyngsboro has a town council, and the town council is in the unenviable position of having a $50,000 budget shortfall. To deal with the shortfall, Tyngsboro Town Council decides to increase the sales tax by 1%. Since retail sales in Tyngsboro were $5 million last year, the council performed some quick math, and $5 million times 1% is $50,000, and voila, the budget shortfall is covered. But what have we learned from tourist behavior in Florida? People will vote with their feet, and suddenly more people are finding it worth the trouble to cross into New Hampshire and buy their goods there. As a result, retail sales in Tyngsboro fall to $4.5 million. Should the town council now vote to increase the rate to 1.1% to make up the shortfall? When forecasting revenue, the assumption that taxpayer behavior will not be affected is called static forecasting. In only limited instances should static forecasting be considered reliable. Instead, what is generally preferred is dynamic forecasting, which makes an effort at trying to understand what the behavioral reaction will be to any changes in tax rates or tax bases. Dynamic forecasting is one of the underpinnings of supply-side economics, or as was popularly known during his administration, Reaganomics. This model relied on tax cuts providing stimulus to grow the U.S. economy. Since the time of Reagan, most economists believe that a tax cut can stimulate growth, but the degree of that growth is nothing close to what the early models considered. Okay, so if we consider what we think is true, when prices increase, buyers will consume less. Let's run with that notion for a bit. Now back to our basic tax formula. Who sets the rate and who sets the base? In the United States, it's our legally elected representatives. That makes taxes inherently political. When an attempt is made to raise revenue through a rate increase, and we believe that the result will be a decrease in the tax base, then what are a politician's options? Expand the base is a common choice. The Trump administration espoused such a move as part of its tax reform during campaign. As we've discussed, a base expansion is economically the same as a rate increase, and so finding something new to tax is one solution. But how do citizens generally react to a tax increase? Unfavorably. And so trying to raise revenue from new taxpayers is far more popular. What if Tyngsboro decided to install a toll on the road that feeds to the mall? And to keep the locals happy, a discount or exclusion is made available to Tyngsboro residents. Now a new source of revenue has been derived, and in fact causes no burden on the local residents at all. This is what makes tourist taxes so popular. It's taxing those without representation. Of course, don't lose the fact that many situations, local businesses can suffer from the new taxes. Think, for our example, our hotels in Orlando. Okay, we've reached the end of video T1C on changing taxes. I promised a bit shorter, and I think I delivered. The next video focuses on where the tax law can be found, and I assure you, it is not the IRS website. Thanks for watching.